Let's be honest, a kiss can change everything. It can take a casual connection and turn it into obsession, or it can make a moment that had all the potential in the world feel like a complete flatline. A guy doesn't get butterflies because your lips move in the perfect pattern or because you watched a tutorial. He gets butterflies because in that moment he feels something real, something rare. So let me walk you through what actually creates that feeling, the kind he can't shake off days after. A lot of people kiss like they're trying to win a competition. Too much thought, too much effort. But when you're really there, mentally and emotionally, you don't have to try to be sexy. You are. Presence is what makes a kiss magnetic. When your attention isn't scattered, when you're not thinking about how you look or what he's thinking, that's when he truly connects with you. Have you ever had someone kiss you like they were just checking off a box? There's no emotion, no anticipation, just contact. But when a kiss starts slow, when you lean in with purpose, when you pause right before, holding him there in that space, that's the kind of tension that lights up every nerve in his body. The build-up is everything. Sometimes the most powerful moment isn't the kiss, it's the second before it. When your eyes lock, when you give him that look that says, I'm about to kiss you and there's nowhere else I'd rather be. That's where the butterflies start. It's not about words, it's about, you want to drive a man crazy? Don't kiss him like a song stuck on repeat. Kiss him like a rhythm with highs and lows. Kiss him and then pause. Pull back, look at him. Let that silence speak. Then kiss him again, just a little deeper this time. It's the dance between closeness and space that makes it unforgettable. At first, sync with him. If he's gentle, be gentle. If he's intense, match that intensity. But then shift on. Take control softly. Maybe you tug his lip a little. Maybe you change the pace. That moment of leading tells him you're confident, connected, and completely in tune. And trust me, that's electric. A kiss is not a performance. It's not a test you have to pass. It's not about whether you're doing it right. It's not about technique or choreography or any of the stuff we think matters in our heads. It's a moment, simple, pure, and powerful. And the more you're truly present in that moment, the more emotionally electric it becomes. Think about the last time you kissed someone and completely lost yourself in it. No analyzing, no wondering what they were thinking, no pressure to makes impress, everything more intense. The touch of a hand, the brush of lips, fireworks, even the sound of his breath, slow kiss. The way your heart when you're fully there, not distracted, you become aware of every tiny fears or past experiences. That's where the real intimacy lives. The moment you're most people rush through a kiss because they're trying to get somewhere. You might not be able to put it into words, present, but his body and emotions arrive at a destination instantly. You are the destination. You're not kissing to get to something else. You're kissing because the kiss is the moment worth sinking into. Being performative, on the other hand, creates a wall. It disconnects you. It makes you focus on how you look instead of how you feel. It pulls you out of your body and into your head. You might be touching him, but he'll sense that you're not really with him. And that kind of kiss, it doesn't land. It might be technically good, but it won't leave an imprint. But when you're present, something beautiful happens. Vulnerability enters the room. And that's what turns a kiss from something physical into something unforgettable. Vulnerability is what makes a man remember you long after you've gone. It's what makes him feel safe enough to open up. It's what invites him to feel rather than just react. So if you want to give a guy butterflies, don't worry about doing everything perfectly. Don't worry if you're being sexy enough or if you should tilt your head this way or that way. Just be there. Let yourself feel every second of it. The more you stop trying to give him butterflies, the more you focus on being present, the more likely he is to feel his energy, weightless, let yours respond without thinking about you kind of sensation. That's the power of presence. It takes something as simple as a kiss and turns it into a memory he'll keep playing back in his mind. Because at the end of the day, a guy might forget the best kiss of his life technically, but he'll never forget how he felt in it. Don't rush. That's the mistake most people make. They let the excitement or the nerves take over. And before they even realize what's happening, the kiss has already come and gone like a scene that skipped too fast. But the truth is, the most unforgettable kisses aren't the ones that happen in a rush of adrenaline. They're ones that unfold slowly, deliberately, with intention. When you kiss someone with intention, you're not just saying, I want you. You're saying, I'm choosing this moment with you. That subtle shift changes everything. It takes the kiss out of the realm of impulse and puts it into the realm of emotional connection. And that's where real chemistry begins. The build-up is everything. There's something insanely attractive about someone who doesn't treat intimacy like a race to the finish line. When you take your time, when you let the anticipation build, when your touch is gentle, when your eyes linger just a second longer than expected, that's what drives a man crazy in the best way. He starts to feel something beyond desire. He starts to feel chosen. And that feeling, that's where the butterflies live. Urgency, on the other hand, is often a mask for insecurity. It's driven by the fear that if we don't act fast, the moment will slip away. But intention? Intention is born from confidence. It says, I'm not afraid of silence. I'm not afraid to wait. I know that what I'm about to give has value, and I don't need to rush to make it matter. That energy is intoxicating. Think of it like this. If a kiss is a gift, then how you give it says just as much as the kiss itself. Rushing through it is like throwing someone a present without even looking them in the eye. But when you're intentional, it's like slowly unwrapping the moment, letting them feel every second of the connection, making it more powerful with every passing heartbeat. Sometimes the space before the kiss is even more impactful than the kiss itself. The moment your face is inches from his and you pause, just long enough for him to feel the electricity. That's when his mind goes quiet and his body wakes up. That pause is filled with emotion, energy, craving, and it speaks louder than anything you could say out loud. So if you want to leave him breathless, don't rush to get to the main event. Make the whole experience the event. Let your touch be slow. Let your energy be calm. Let your breath match his. Let the space between you grow thick with meaning before you close it. Because when you kiss with intention, you're not just creating a physical moment, you're creating emotional tension, memory, and desire. You're showing him that this isn't just another kiss, it's a moment that matters. And when you do that, you won't just give him butterflies, you'll give him something to remember. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, and nowhere is that more true than in the moment before a kiss. Eye contact isn't just about looking, it's about feeling. It's about seeing someone, really seeing them, and allowing yourself to be seen in return. When you lock eyes with someone just before a kiss, you're not simply preparing to touch lips. You're building a silent, electric tension that speaks louder than words ever could. The truth is, what happens before the kiss often matters more than the kiss itself. The moment your eyes find his and you allow that pause to stretch just long enough for it to feel charged, he starts to feel everything. Desire, curiosity, vulnerability. It creates a psychological buildup that makes the actual kiss 10 times more powerful. That look you give him, it tells him everything. It tells him you're not rushing this. It tells him you're sure of yourself, confident enough to lean in without diving in. That kind of energy creates a magnetic pull that leaves him breathless before your lips even meet. It tells him you're tuned into him, not just the moment. And that connection, that's where the butterflies live. When you look into someone's eyes right before you kiss them, it creates an unspoken intimacy. It breaks down walls. You're not hiding, you're not faking. You're allowing yourself to be fully present. Your gaze says, I'm here with you for this. And it's in that space between eye contact and action that the mind goes into overdrive. The anticipation, the wondering, the hoping, it all builds in those few seconds, making the moment so much more than physical. It's also where trust is created. A man may have kissed many lips in his life, but not every kiss made him feel something. That's because not every woman looked at him in a way that made him feel desired and understood. When you look into his eyes before you kiss him, and you hold that gaze for just a beat longer than expected, you tell him, I see you, I feel you, I'm choosing this with intention. So the next time you're in that moment, right before the kiss, don't rush past it. Let your eyes linger. Let him feel your energy. Let him swim in the anticipation. Because what you're giving him isn't just a look, it's an invitation. An invitation to connect, to feel, to be present. The power of pause is one of the most underrated yet most electrifying tools you can use in a kiss. Most people think passion is created through speed or intensity, but real passion lives in the space between the moments, especially when you pull away just for a second and let the silence, the space, the anticipation hang in the air. That pause, that moment of near kiss or mid kiss tension, that's magic. When you're kissing someone and you pull away ever so slightly, your lips barely apart, your breath mingling, your eyes locked, you create a sensation that's almost unbearable in the best way. It's like your body is saying, I'm not done with you yet, but I want you to feel how much I'm enjoying this. That kind of moment is rare and it leaves a mark. The pause shows confidence. It shows that you're not afraid of silence or space, that you're not in a rush to give everything all at once. You're not desperate for the next move. You're in control of the rhythm. And that rhythm, that stop and go tempo, is what creates depth and desire. It's what takes a kiss from basic to breathtaking. Imagine this. You lean in, kiss him gently, then slowly pull away. His lips are still chasing yours, but you pause. Eyes half closed, maybe with the faintest smile. You don't even have to say a word. In that second, your energy is saying everything. I know you want more. I want more too. But I'm not in a rush to give it. That kind of subtle tease, it sends a thrill down his spine. It's not about playing games. It's about knowing the power of pacing. Just like music needs pauses to build emotion, a kiss needs quiet moments to become unforgettable. If you just rush through, it becomes one flat note. But if you pause, pull back, breathe, look at him, maybe even touch his face lightly before going back in, that's when he loses himself in you. The pause also allows feeling to rise. When you're kissing non-stop, the body is involved, but the heart doesn't have a moment to catch up. When you give space, you allow him to realize just how much he's feeling. It gives you both time to savor it. And the next kiss after that pause, it's more intense, more emotional, more connected. The pause isn't hesitation, it's seduction, it's power. It's the ability to turn one kiss into a story, into a memory, into a moment that plays in his mind long after it ends. So don't be afraid to break the rhythm, to pull back, to look at him, to let him miss your lips for a second before you return. Because in that brief pause, you're telling him something he'll never forget. That you're not just someone who kisses well, you're someone who makes him feel something when you do. And that feeling, that's what gives him butterflies. Every single time. When it comes to creating an unforgettable kiss, one of the most powerful moves you can make is to first match his energy, then lead. This isn't about dominance or playing power games. It's about emotional intelligence, sensual awareness, and confidence. It's about tuning into the moment, reading the vibe, and then gently guiding it to a place that feels even more exciting, more connected, more alive. Start by syncing with him. When you first kiss, feel out his rhythm, his pace, the softness or intensity of his touch, the way he breathes. Let yourself melt into that for a moment. This is where the emotional trust begins. When you match someone's energy, you make them feel seen, understood, and in sync with you. It's like saying, I get you. I feel where you are. I'm right here with you. This part creates safety, And safety is essential for emotional butterflies. It allows him to relax, to surrender, to trust that you're not trying to impress him, rush him, or prove anything. You're just meeting him exactly where he is. But then slowly, deliberately, you shift. Once you're in rhythm with him and the connection feels warm and grounded, you begin to lead. Maybe you deepen the kiss just slightly. Maybe you pause just a beat longer than before, creating that teasing space. Maybe you change the angle of your head or gently tug at his bottom lip. These subtle moves send a message. I'm here with you, but I also know how to take us somewhere even better. Leading doesn't mean taking over. It means you're tuned in enough to know when to steer the energy. You're confident enough to say with your body, I trust myself in this moment. And that's incredibly attractive. A woman who can flow with you and then guide the experience, that's rare. That's unforgettable. This dance between matching and leading isn't just about kissing, it's a metaphor for connection. It shows that you're someone who listens, who adapts, but who also knows her worth. Someone who can create comfort and spark desire all in the same breath. And what happens next? He remembers you, not just the kiss, but the feeling of the kiss. He remembers how safe he felt and how exciting it was to surrender a little more each second. That's how you give him butterflies. Because in a world full of rushed, robotic, and forgettable moments, being someone who knows how to match energy, then lead with presence and purpose, that makes you unforgettable. That's what makes him want to kiss you again and again and again. Technique can be practiced, copied, even perfected, but emotion, that's what makes a kiss unforgettable. Kissing isn't about what your lips are doing, it's about what your heart is saying. And the truth is, no amount of perfect moves will ever leave the same mark as a kiss that's filled with genuine feeling. It's not about ticking the boxes, it's about transmitting something deeper. When you kiss with emotion, it becomes more than a physical act. It becomes a moment of expression, of vulnerability, of connection. It says, I feel something for you. I trust you. I want to be here with you in this exact second. And whether that emotion is love, desire, curiosity, or even uncertainty, if it's real, it will be felt. That's what men remember. Not how soft your lips were or how skillfully you moved. They remember how the kiss made them feel. Did it make them feel wanted, seen, safe, excited? That emotional residue is what lingers long after the moment is over. It's what plays in their mind when they think back to you at 2 a.m. lying in bed, wondering what it was about that one kiss that hit different. The thing is, emotion doesn't mean being dramatic or intense. It means being honest. If you're nervous, let that be part of it. If you're excited, let that energy come through. If you're feeling tender, don't hide it behind bravado. Real emotion has layers. It can be soft and fiery at the same time. And when you let that come through, he feels like he's kissing you, not a version of you that's trying to perform. When your heart is in it, everything slows down. You're not worried about what comes next. You're not trying to impress. You're simply letting yourself feel and letting those feelings guide the moment. And in doing that, you give him permission to do the same. A kiss filled with emotion creates safety and excitement. It tells him, you matter to me in this moment. And that kind of kiss stands out in a world full of rushed encounters and surface level intimacy. It's the difference between being remembered and being forgotten.